Welcome to Season 4 of the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast, a sacred space where women gather to share their stories, wisdom, experiences, and spiritual journeys. Each episode is a heartfelt conversation honoring the voices of women from all walks of life. Healers, intuitives, teachers, creatives, and soul seekers, as they speak openly about transformation, empowerment, healing, intuition, and the path that has shaped who they are today. Inspired by the energy of the triple goddess, this podcast was created to uplift, connect, and remind us of the strength and wisdom carried within every woman's soul. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Now settle in, open your heart, and enjoy today's conversation on the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast. Our special guest today is Jessie Foster from My Farmer's Market. We invite you to listen to our conversation.
Welcome to the podcast, Jessie. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Yeah. How are you doing today?
Oh, good, good. Thanks. I'm so glad you're able to join us. I know I've tried to get you on here sooner, but for whatever reason, we had to, postpone, but I'm glad you're here today.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I mean, there's no time like the present. So,
Right on.
yeah.
Yeah. So, first of all, tell me the name of your business.
So, my business is called My Farmer's Marketplace, and
Okay.
it is monthly Alberta gift boxes. So, every single box is themed, and that might be rest and reset or backyard barbecue, spring
Oh, cool.
awakening. Yeah, it kind of depends on what's happening that season. So, I
Yeah.
think I'll probably do like a stampede box come July.
Oh, cool.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be a
Right
really fun
on.
one. But
I,
all the vendors that are featured inside, they're all 100% Alberta based
oh,
businesses.
great.
Yeah, so that's kind
Yeah.
of the thread.
Yeah, I noticed I went on your website and I noticed you have Drizzle Honey, and I have to shout them out because they're fantastic.
Oh, Drizzle Honey's amazing. They're women
Yeah.
owned. They have the best flavors. It
Oh,
is
yeah.
some of the their turmeric one is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
on.
it's really,
Yeah, I
really
really
good.
like that one too.
Yeah.
So when did you start your business?
So I started this, I like to count October 8th, 2025 as my first day because that's the
Oh, wow.
first sale I made. And that's actually when I left my job. So the same
Oh,
day.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, so I haven't been around for super long, but in that time, I have learned so much and I've got to partner with about 30 different local businesses now. And yeah, it's just been really, really cool. Like every single day brings a new
Yeah.
learning. But yeah, I feel very lucky to be doing this full time now
Yeah.
because yeah, it's just all my efforts I can put into kind of growing these partnerships with local vendors and getting their products out there in front of more eyeballs. So,
Oh, yeah. It's
yeah.
a fantastic platform. It really is.
Yeah, it's like hyper localized, but it feels kind of farmhouse and things
Yeah.
that you would use every day, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to
Yeah.
make sure nothing was sitting kind of on your counters all the time collecting dust. It's stuff, yeah, like venison meat, handmade jams, holy chili oil, like all the stuff that you're gonna go through, socks that are
Oh, yeah.
funky and locally made. Everybody loves socks. I love
Yeah. Oh,
socks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking at mine today and thought, oh, better go get some new ones.
Check out Adesso. They're incredible. They've
All right
got
on.
some really cool styles. So yeah.
Cool. So you also bring your business to markets, correct?
Yes, that's right. So this was my first season doing farmers markets,
Yep.
but it was a really great experience. Like I booked my first one and it was a puppy friendly show out in
Oh, yeah.
Strathmore. And so that was really cute. But from where I am in Cochrane, that's an hour drive. So then a 2 hour
Yeah.
setup. And then I believe it was like a 8 or 10 hour market.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and it was great, but I sat there for the first probably 6 or 7 hours and I met lots of vendors, talked to lots of people, but nobody made a single purchase. And
Yeah.
so I started to get worried. I was like, oh, am I in the right spot? Should I be doing these markets? Like, yeah, am I doing something wrong? And then boom, this woman came along. She was incredible. And she ended up buying 40 boxes on the
Oh,
spot from
my.
me. Hmm.
Right on. That's fantastic.
Oh, it was incredible. It was just like validation and yeah, just made me feel like, okay, I am in the right spot. So people do want this. And I realized that it would be a really good gift for other small businesses like
Yeah.
electrical companies, Atco,
Oh
any of
yeah.
that. They need to have gifts to give their clients all the time, and
Yeah.
realtors need gifts. So
Oh, absolutely.
everybody gifts.
Oh yeah.
So.
Like, what a gift when you buy a house and you walk into to it for the first time, like as the owner, and you see a wonderful gift box or basket from you, and it's sitting there, and what a great welcome.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
I thought that would just be so cool because like especially for smaller communities, like
Yeah.
when people move into Cochrane or Airdrie, Strathmore, then they get a little bundle of like their neighbors. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
someone 6 houses down made this candle, your neighbors
Yeah.
made the honey. And I think that just feels so special and so unique.
Yeah.
It's got a definitely like a different feeling than maybe like a Costco gift
Yeah,
basket.
right on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're supporting local, right?
Yeah.
And everyone needs to do that. Like it's important to, like, if you aren't supporting local, then support Canadian, or that sort of thing, and that way you're helping another family.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the gift that just keeps on giving. Like
Yeah, right
everybody
on.
wins. And
Yeah.
I read this too the other day that for every $100 that you spend locally, 66 of those dollars will stay within your community.
Oh,
Whereas if you spend that on Amazon or Temu, only 11 of those dollars stay in your community. So
right.
it makes a huge difference and it helps support yeah, jobs, salaries, like local
Oh
suppliers.
yeah.
It just has such a cool yeah, effect kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's excellent. So tell me about your market experiences. Like, so when someone comes up to your table, I guess they're like in total awe that they can get a whole pile of stuff all in one. So
Yeah.
let me know about that.
Yeah, well, it took me a while to nail down. Like I was in my garage setting up tables over and over again, putting out the cloth. Does this look good there? So it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted the setup to look like. And I got a banner. I got all these kind of like
Yeah.
cowboy features. I got to get really
Neat.
good cowboy hats. And yeah, I learned a lot about that because,
Hmm.
like, for example, if you have your products just a little bit higher at people's eye level, then it really draws people in. So
Oh
people are
yeah.
interested, they can see it, they don't have to look down to see what you're offering. So
Right.
I learned, yeah, I learned tons through my first markets. And for example, like I used to think that, oh, if I stand out in front, everybody's going to want to come talk. Everyone's going to want to have
Yeah.
a conversation. And that wasn't necessarily true. It was almost like scaring people away as a
Oh
salesman.
wow.
So
Oh
I
wow.
learned pretty quick that people will approach you more if kind of you're in the back of your booth instead.
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
like kind of laid back.
yeah, laid
Yeah.
back, exactly.
Yeah.
And just having really good conversations. Cause um, I think one of the most important parts is I love telling stories and I love telling the stories of the vendors because like
Oh yeah.
that's what really separates a local product from something from overseas is like
Yeah.
who made this, like this woman, she used to work for Canada Post and now she does this full time out of her backyard and she hand carves every single nick out of her pottery. And like,
Oh
I
wow.
feel like stories like that, it makes you more connected to the products that you have and it makes it
Yeah.
feel more special and more meaningful. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we used to do markets, and I remember like even talking to some of the vendors who had their children helping them,
oh,
and just participating in the creative sense,
yeah.
and how it brought them all closer together too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so cool to hear the stories from the different generations. Like
Yeah.
a local business here who makes chili oil. He has his whole family working on it.
Yeah.
His wife is doing it, his mom is helping him cook chili.
Oh,
Um, and it's just so fun. Like they're so dedicated. And she actually ended up getting a tattoo of their
oh,
brand name, Holy Chili
oh,
Oil, on her arm.
neat.
And I
Oh,
just
that's
think
cool.
that's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's really getting like Amazon tattooed on their arm.
No. Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a problem if you started doing that, I
it would
think.
be, it would be covered in bad
Yeah.
tattoos.
So what's your favorite part about being a vendor at a market?
My favorite part is definitely the relationships. So
Yeah.
just meeting so many people, like not every market is a hit. Like you don't always sell out of your products, but you always meet these incredible people. Like I make sure to walk around before and during the markets and just
Yeah.
have really good conversations with the other vendors. And
Yeah.
you learn so much. Like you make so many connections in places that yeah you never thought you would. It's like it's really incredible. So I would say yeah, the relationships and the connections, because I always look at it
Yeah.
like it's almost like gardening. Like it feels like
Yeah.
you're going out and like planting
Yeah.
seeds everywhere, just seeing what's gonna kind of grow and help you
Yeah.
along the way. So
Oh, yeah.
um, yeah, and it's very natural. Like everybody wants to have these
Yeah.
conversations and everybody wants to help one another. Like it's like there's no I don't know how to call that, but like guarding of information. Like everybody's just like openly sharing with one another, like what's working for them, what's not. And then also the customers, like the people
Oh, yeah.
shopping at farmers markets are the best. Like they're
Yeah.
so nice. They're so cool. Like people bringing their whole families, like getting together to like meet up for a coffee and walk around and shop. And there's so many people that just share that same value of supporting local and meeting the people behind their products. And I think that's really really cool and not something that you can experience at a mall. So
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I even love markets like when they aren't as slow, like for as a vendor, because those are great times to get to know your fellow vendors and to chat and to network. And, you never know what you can sell down the road because of that, like word of mouth,
yeah,
right?
exactly. And so yeah, so much of what I've done so far, it's been like through a vendor. They'll introduce me to somebody else. Like when I first started floating this idea back and forth to see if it would work out, I went to a farmer's market and I met this woman, Jennifer Joan, and she has a skincare line. And we ended up
Okay.
talking for like 3 hours, just
Yeah.
talking about whatever, talking about life. She was such a wonderful human being. And then she goes, oh, you need to meet these guys. And then
Yeah.
makes the connection for you and you end up meeting that person, and then they introduce you to more business. It's just this great network. Like I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think you can find that yeah anywhere else.
Yeah. It's a whole community within a community.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It really
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah. You make great friends and, you know, clients and, you know, just long time friendships are created.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like I
Yeah.
go golfing with some of the vendors now,
Yeah.
and
Right
like,
on.
yeah, we call each other up for dinner and
Yeah.
yeah, it's great. And it's so much fun because you have a lot in common with them just right out the gates, because you're both trying to build something. You're going through a lot of the same kind of struggles,
Yep.
and yeah, so it's really cool, and you build like such a deep connection with the other vendors and the
Oh, yeah.
customers.
Yeah. So what inspired you to start your business?
Yeah. So there were actually tons of events that led
Oh,
up to
yeah.
me starting my business. But one of them, a friend of mine, we went to school together in Calgary, and she was
Okay.
getting married this last year in BC. And
Oh,
so, yeah, it was beautiful. It was at Sun Peaks.
oh,
And
nice.
so I started thinking like what's something I can give her that's like an ode to our time spent together in Alberta. And
Yeah.
so I went to all the farmers markets. I looked everywhere I could, and I noticed there wasn't really there was lots of Canadian maids kind of
Yeah.
bundles that I could
Yeah.
gift to her, but there was nothing that was fully 100% Albertan. And I thought that was
Yeah.
so strange. So I went to one of the farmers at the markets and I bought this like great, beautiful wicker basket. And I just
Oh,
started
nice.
going around to all the vendors saying, okay, I'll have one of those Alberta soaps and some of that fallen timber honey, like all the local
Yeah.
stuff. And I just made my own. And when I gave it to her, she was so appreciative. Like she was so happy.
Um,
She really loved it. And I
yeah.
just thought, wow, like if I couldn't find anything like this, like I bet there's a lot of other people there that kind of want to celebrate our home province, but maybe don't have
Yeah.
that outlet too. So
Right.
yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to start. But I have a very like varied career background. I used to teach skiing. I worked in door-to-door sales. I worked at a
Oh, wow.
marketing agency as a data analyst, a startup. Yeah, and all those things kind of led me to this. It was like I
Yeah.
could pull experiences from
Yeah.
each of those and
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
incorporate it.
Yeah. Right
So
on.
yeah, so that was very, very special. I just knew I needed to find a way to work with these farmers market vendors because like
Yeah.
I knew I could use my skills to somehow get their products out in front of more eyes. And yeah, and so that's when it kind of landed on gift boxes. And at the time I was listening to lots of podcasts and talking to different founders and family, and it just seemed like the best way to do that. So
Yeah.
yeah, very, very grateful for this because it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, when you start doing kind of what you're meant to be doing, just
Oh, yeah.
all these doors open up and yeah, you get to wake up excited every day,
Yeah.
which is
Oh,
such a
yeah.
game changer, you know?
Yeah. I was told one time, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
when you are so passionate about your career and the field that you're in, I mean, you could go 24 hours a day working it. Like it's just because you're so passionate, and that's so important to have that, in
It's
your heart and your life. And
oh, everything improves. Like
yes,
your relationships improve, your clarity, like
yeah,
everything, your whole life just becomes better once you do start living like that. And it was funny, a friend of mine, I told him I quit my job and he said, and it was a 9 to 5. He said, congratulations, you left your 9 to 5 and you gained a 24/7.
yeah,
I was like, oh, I kind of laughed at the time. I was like, oh, I don't know what you mean, but
yeah,
now I know what he means.
yeah,
Like, yeah, you are constantly on, like you're thinking about before you go to bed, you wake up, you're kind of dreaming up like what's next and
yeah,
how you can be helpful and who you can provide support. And so
yeah,
it's very cool. Like that's why I say I could work a 16-hour day, but it feels like nothing. Like it feels like I could do that 7 days a week
yeah, yeah,
because it's like I don't know what else I would be doing. Like this is what motivates me and
yeah.
yeah, makes me
And
passionate.
there's
So
no like none of the days drag. Like they seem to
yeah.
go by so fast, and so, which encourages you to work more, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty cool. I love it. Like I really enjoy what I do. I know you enjoy what you do, and it's evident because you do smile more.
Yeah.
Don't, right? Like
Yeah.
how can you not?
Yeah. Yeah. There's really no reason not to, you know,
Yeah.
smile. Once you're
Yeah.
doing something you're really happy and passionate about, it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great way to wake up in the morning. And yeah, I feel very lucky for it. And I'm sure, yeah, you do
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. It took me a long time to figure it out, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
Um, okay, so where does your inspiration come from?
I get inspiration from all over the place, really.
Yeah.
I'm inspired. I spend a lot of time like around Alberta. I find just driving around
Okay.
inspires me a ton. So going to
Yeah.
little small towns, like paying a visit to Vulcan for
Yep.
example, or Milo, Alberta, Champion, Picture Butte,
Yep.
like just
The
taking the
little ones.
time, yeah, to go to these little towns and meet people and
Yeah.
maybe, get a sandwich and talk to the people at the shop. And like, there's so much inspiration everywhere I find, which is fantastic. And so, yeah, I get a lot of my inspiration from just driving around, but also from listening to lots of podcasts. Like, I find
Yeah.
that's super helpful. There's so many other people going through the same things, and so I'm constantly just trying to learn. Yeah, I'm doing like master classes right now,
Oh,
and
cool.
yeah, they're great, and joining local business programs, and so with tons of other local entrepreneurs. And so
Yeah.
it's really cool to kind of yeah, learn something new from them every day, even if they're in a completely different industry. It's like
Yeah.
there's constant learning, and I try not to yeah, it's kind of like one step at a time, like one day at a time,
Yeah.
because there's just so much to learn when it comes to any industry. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
try not to take that all on in one day, and
Yeah.
just know it's all growing towards a bigger goal. So
Yeah. Those small communities, I absolutely love them. Like when we were in Alberta, I would always say, no, go on the back roads. I feel like I'm missing out,
yeah,
like instead of driving the Indy 500, the Deerfoot, and flying through everything, go the back roads and see all those small communities, and the treasures that you find are amazing. Like I don't know, just something. I was so tired of not seeing anything, when you're traveling through on the highway.
yeah,
And I'm glad we did, because you see local vendors,
yeah,
you
little
know.
farm stands on the side of the
Yes.
road, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Mm.
there's so much talent, there's the creativity that you witness, or, fortunate to witness when you stop at some of these places. Like, I'm so glad we have. I mean, I would have been missing out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like the difference between flying somewhere versus driving, right?
Right.
You're up in the sky, you don't see much, but when you're on the ground, it's like
Yeah.
it's so much more of an experience, in my opinion, because yeah, you're meeting people, you're
Yep.
stopping, like meeting all the people that sell corn on the side of the roads
Yeah.
and are making pickles, and
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah.
just so cool. And getting to know why they do that. And,
Oh, everyone's got a story.
everyone's got a story.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when you take the time and hear their story, when you're putting together your boxes, right? It's the intention that's behind it amplifies, because of that story. Like it sticks with you.
Yeah. It really does stick with you. And people can feel it too. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's the coolest part when I started sending out, because they're monthly, every month
Yeah.
people get a new one. And I started getting some of the feedback from it. And people were saying, like, it felt like somebody who loved me deeply packed this for me, or
Yeah.
I felt like it was my birthday in the middle
Oh.
of February. And all these special, moments. And it's like, if we can just provide that for people. And I think that's what small businesses do best. Like, it's those little mementos, like writing on a card, like, just thank you so much
Yeah.
to Cheryl or whoever,
Yeah.
and those little things make a difference. Like, it makes me smile every time I open up a package, and if they've written a little note
Yeah.
or something, it just makes it feel like yeah, different and special. So
Yeah. It's those personal touches,
yeah,
that you don't get with the Amazon, or you know what I mean?
yeah,
And that, like, the personal touches is what we used to have way back in the day, you know, but with everything, as technology grows and everything else, those things kind of get lost.
yeah,
But it's nice to bring them back.
it is. And I think people are starting to realize how important that is,
Yeah.
and people are getting behind it more, because it's like yeah, it's not just a product, it's an experience,
Right. Yeah.
and that's what
Exactly.
everything you buy should be. Everything should have a story behind it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Right on. Um, so tell me about like community within the markets for you. I have to go back to that because it's such a big thing in markets that I want to get your opinion on how important it is building that community within the community.
It's so important. I find markets sometimes can be, they feel like the heart of a community, you know,
Yeah.
where people get together to reconnect. And yeah, it just feels so social, warm, and connected. And I think that community is, yeah, you need it. Like no matter what you're doing. I lived in Cochrane for a few years before it really started to feel like a community, I
Yeah.
want to say, because sometimes when you're in your own world, you're working, you go
Yeah.
home, and that's it. It's not always easy to build a community, but then when you're mindful about it and you take that in every day, it's like the whole world kind of opens up to you. You feel so much closer to people. Like
Yeah.
everybody feels like your neighbor. And all of a sudden it's like it's such a happy environment. Like
Yeah.
I was living in a town before this that had a population of 37 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that to me felt like so much more of a community than when I was living in Vancouver, for example.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Because you know everybody, you leave your house and you're having conversations with everybody you see. And
Yeah.
it's like exciting. You might, in a place like Vancouver, you might never spend your time
Yeah.
with these exact 37 people, but because you're in a tight knit community, you get to know everybody and you love everybody. And
Yeah.
it's just, it's a better feeling in my opinion, because
Yeah.
makes the world feel a little smaller and you feel more connected to people. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good way. Then you get to know, like everybody has such different skills, right? And
Yeah.
so then you know the local mechanic, you know the local
Yeah.
electrician, like
Yeah.
the local marketing person, like you know
Yeah.
everybody has their skills, and it's more like it's more open for like sharing that way.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes yeah, it's I have always found it's a bit harder to find that in a really big community.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I think, you know what? This is just my opinion, but if everyone can kind of go back to the mindset of a small community, like
mhm.
even because at some point I either visited one or have lived in one, right? And have the humble approach that it gives you, I think we would find more people getting along as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And working together rather than like collaborating more rather than thinking it's competitive.
yeah.
Like all that would change.
Like you can collaborate with your competitors. Like they're,
Absolutely.
you know, there's always going to be
Yeah.
competition, and it's like you can either learn from them and make it a positive experience, or
Yeah.
yeah, or you could look at it in the other way, which is negative. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I think you're right. I
But
think that's so important.
yeah, I think also too markets are a beginning for that,
Mhm. That's
you
what they
know?
feel like. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they feel like. You get to know the person selling pretzels, you get to know the person
Yeah.
making jewelry. Like it is a small community, and the more of them you kind of get to experience, the more you see that and the more it feels like home or like a big family of
Yeah.
everybody working towards a common goal. And so they're just really beautiful. Like yeah, markets bring out the best people. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, even though they're long days, they're very worthwhile days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have one last question for you, and we like to touch base on gratitude in every episode. So, what are you grateful for today?
Today, I mean, there's so many things.
Yeah,
Like look around and find 1,000 things to be
yeah,
grateful for, you know? Like I feel grateful that I got to have a cup of coffee when I got out of
yeah,
bed.
yeah,
That was really nice. And I feel grateful for the mailman that came to my door, and instead of putting my
Yeah.
stuff in the snow, he actually like
Oh,
brought it into
nice.
the house. You know, I'm grateful
Oh,
for him. I'm really grateful to have moved back to Alberta, because I think this is
yeah.
such a special place, and it just like people travel from all over the world to come here and to
Yeah.
visit the mountains and to run the trails. And
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just such a special place full of like cool people who are outdoorsy and really nice and just kind. And
Yeah.
so I feel lucky that I get to be surrounded by family here, and yeah, just to have a life here.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Alberta is beautiful because you do like you can go from the mountains and then cross the province and you're basically in desert.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
the
get
prairies
the
and like,
prairies and
yeah.
yeah, like you get kind of get it all.
Yeah, it's like a million different landscapes
Yeah.
all in one. And the more of it you drive, the more of it you get to see. It's like it's just it becomes more and more special. And so yeah, I just feel very lucky to get to live here. And I'm grateful for you for hosting
Oh,
this
thank you. Well, I'm
podcast.
grateful for you.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think it's so great to give small business owners a platform to get to kind of share
Yeah.
a little bit of their story. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, oh, you're welcome. And you know what? I'm going to have you back if that's okay, because I'd love to do a part two with you and dive more into who Jessie is. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I would love to.
Oh, right on. Well, we're going to have to say goodbye because our time's up for today. But yeah, I'm going to book you as soon as we say goodbye, okay?
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much,
Right on.
Jacqueline.
Okay, well, thank you kindly, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for another soulful conversation on the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast. We are deeply grateful to our incredible guests for sharing their wisdom, experiences, and stories, and to you, our listeners, for being part of this growing spiritual community. Your support, kindness, and presence mean more than words can express. We would also like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our amazing sponsors whose support helps make these conversations possible and allows us to continue creating a space for connection, empowerment, healing, and inspiration. Fernbury Collective, Krylo Crystal Creations, Divine Guidance Personal Empowerment with Dale and Jeannie Hogue, Transformational Retreats in Cypress Hills, Lynette Waltham Energy, Nirvana 101, Trinity Empowerment Center, Red Haven Healing, Soul Sanctuary Lounge, Brandy Music Publishing Canada, Wildcat Hills Records Canada, Burke Virtual Assistant Agency, Your Waves Radiant Energy Empowerment Clinic, Bonnie Supernant Psychic Medium and Author, Soul Divinity Healing and Art. If today's episode resonated with you, please remember to follow, share, and leave a review so we can continue reaching souls who may need these messages and conversations. Until next time, may you walk gently, trust your intuition, honor your journey, and continue shining your light. Blessings from all of us at the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast.